Hello and welcome to a new Scale 500 news video. It's been a while since our last news video, but it's been quiet in the Scale 500 world. The last thing there actually was to report on was the fact that JC Wings had announced two new Scale 500 models, two ANA 777s, one in the 300 variant, one in the 200 variant. But when that news broke, I was actually traveling and, well, yeah, then never really got around to talk about that. But there has happened a few small things since then that I think are worth, well, reporting on. And the first major thing is that there are new A4 Airport products. Now, actually quite some time ago, I made a review about their so-called display series, which were basically base plates which you could, well, put, for example, into a cabinet in a way to improve the way you were displaying models. But since then, they have been working on new products and they have now introduced a completely new series. I've actually already reported on it when I was visiting the AMS, or the Collectors Fair in Amsterdam, where they for the first time presented the so-called Airport Codes series. And what that is basically kind of an upgrade to the original display series. So what you are getting here is a base plate from, well, a section of an airport from somewhere around the world. And this is the really cool thing, a background image that matches the base plate. So you can really nicely display your aircraft models in airport setups from around the world. They are constantly adding more airports to the series. And the best news is actually that I will be getting a few of these Airport Code series setups, so we can take a closer look at them together very soon here on the channel. So do keep your eyes peeled for that. All right, we have some news coming directly from Herpa Wings, as they have recently announced the date for their open house event, which will of course take place at the Herpa headquarters in Dietzenhofen near Nuremberg. It will be taking place on the 29th of June. And as usual, there will be lots of stuff, especially for cars and trucks, but they do also always have some nice things for wings collectors, for the Herpa Wings section of the company. And usually there's actually also quite a bit of insider information being, well, handed out during such an event. Hopefully I will have some spies around that can gather some information so I can report on that, but let's see later in the year about that. But now you know, the Herpa Open Days event will take place on the 29th of June. But there is a little bit more from Herpa Wings, because in a few days we will get the release announcements from Herpa Wings for May, June, so 0506. Now personally, I'm hoping for maybe a standard livery A320 of Austrian Airlines, maybe an A320neo, or how about a Brussels Airlines in the new standard livery? A320 could be really cool here, but I mean, honestly speaking, I don't have high hopes for these models being in that batch, but I mean, it could be cool. But what are your thoughts on that? What models would you love to see in the next batch coming from Herpa Wings? But since we're talking about release batches, I mean, it's not been going well for Herpa Wings so far this year. They have, of course, had their 0102 release batch and their 0304 release batch, but barely any of the models announced there have actually been released. So what's going on? Well, I tried asking Herpa Wings exactly that. Why have they released so few models this year so far? What are the issues and what do they want to do to prevent these issues coming up in the future? And this was their answer. No, this is not an editing error. I didn't get an answer, quite frankly. I mean, I've been trying to establish a dialogue with Herpa Wings for quite some time. It's very, very difficult. I did ask them specifically about this, and I said, look guys, if you don't have time for an interview, fair enough, just give me a written answer. Unfortunately, at the time of recording this, I have still not received any answer or acknowledgement of receiving the email whatsoever. It's a big shame, because I think I can always give you my perspective on stories, but any story has two sides. It's never black and white, and I think it's a big missed opportunity from Herpa Wings that they are so seldom acknowledging anything that is happening around their company and failing to share their side of the story. Now, look, they don't need to specifically engage with me, but just any kind of engagement would be good. And yes, they have in the past done live streams, and they have actually said that they will be doing a live stream again this year, but it's not enough. And especially the fact that you just don't have the chance to have well, follow-up questions. Like in the live streams, we can ask them questions and they will answer many of them, which is great. But often we're only getting like just to the surface of a topic. We're never diving into it, really getting to know why things are as they are, because you don't have the opportunity to ask follow-up questions. This is also why I actually tried, and I've been trying for quite some time to, well, figure out if I could find a date, or if we could find a date where I could visit Herpa to do an in-depth interview with them. But their response to that was, we don't have the time. Again, I think a missed opportunity. But yeah, for now, this is all the news I have from the world of Scale 500. In a few days, as I say, the new announcements will be coming from Herpa Wings, and I will, of course, be reporting on that, giving you all the information you need. So stay tuned for that. But until then, please feel free to leave a like if you like this type of content. And if you are new around here, don't forget to hit subscribe. With that, thanks so much for watching this video, and see you in another one very soon here on the channel I'm checking out. And bye.